Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Rumors surrounding the Golden State Warriors have taken a dramatic turn, as whispers around the league suggest a brewing storm between head coach Steve Kerr and star guard Wardell Stephen Curry II. Sources close to the organization hint that tensions, long simmering beneath the surface, may have reached a breaking point, with Kerr reportedly making a decision that could change the trajectory of the team entirely. The whispers suggest that disagreements over leadership, strategy, and the direction of the squad have escalated beyond repair. Insiders speculate that Curry's approach to practice intensity, game-time decisions, and his influence on the locker room may have clashed with Kerr's vision, sparking a rift that some say could be irreparable. While neither party has publicly confirmed the rumors, the speculation is gaining traction, fueled by the sudden absence of Curry from team discussions and social media hints that something significant is unfolding. Analysts are already theorizing about the potential fallout, with some suggesting that this could mark a turning point not only for the Warriors but also for the league as a whole. If true, the consequences could reshape the narrative around one of the most dominant teams of recent history, leaving fans in shock and debate. The speculation intensifies as insiders point to several key moments during the season that may have served as catalysts for the rumored conflict. Observers have noted subtle signs during games, from visible frustration during timeouts to tense exchanges on the bench, all of which have fueled the fire of rumor mills. Sources hint that the disagreement is not limited to tactical matters, but extends to larger questions of team hierarchy and personal influence. Some suggest that Curry, widely regarded as one of the greatest shooters in history, has increasingly taken ownership of leadership decisions that traditionally fell under the coach's domain. Meanwhile, Kerr is said to be asserting his authority in ways that, according to insiders, have not sat well with the team's star. The dynamic between the two, once celebrated for its synergy, is now being described as fragile, with loyalty lines in the locker room reportedly divided. Analysts speculate that this tension could influence future games, not necessarily through visible performance issues, but through subtle shifts in morale and cohesion. If these rumors hold water, the Warriors could be staring at a period of unprecedented internal upheaval, challenging their stability at a time when unity is critical. Adding to the speculation, unnamed sources have hinted that the rift may have originated from off-court disagreements regarding team culture and public representation. There are whispers that Curry's influence over the media narrative, social media presence, and even sponsorship obligations may have created friction with Kerr, who is said to be protective of team cohesion and internal discipline. Rumors suggest that these conflicts have become so pronounced that the coach may have reached a point of no return, allegedly declaring to close associates that Curry might not return. While these statements are unconfirmed, the gossip alone is enough to send shockwaves across the NBA community. Fans are divided, with some defending Curry's leadership and historic contributions, while others speculate that a shift in coaching strategy could rejuvenate the team in unexpected ways. The tension, real or imagined, has already generated headlines and debate as analysts dissect every press conference, every sideline gesture, and every cryptic comment made by either party. With the season continuing, the speculation has intensified, leaving the basketball world on edge, waiting for a definitive answer that could alter the course of the Warriors' immediate future. Industry insiders also suggest that the financial and contractual implications of a potential Curry departure could be staggering, both for the player and the franchise. Speculation is rife that discussions around salary, endorsements, and team commitments may have compounded the tension between the two figures. Analysts argue that the combination of on-court disagreements and off-court pressures creates a volatile mix, one that few teams in league history have navigated successfully without consequences. Rumors claim that the locker room atmosphere is palpably different, with certain teammates allegedly caught in the crossfire of loyalty, unsure whether to side with Kerr's leadership approach or Curry's superstar influence. The speculation also extends to trade rumors, with unnamed sources hinting at hypothetical scenarios in which Curry could be moved, sparking debates about the long-term strategy of the Warriors roster. While these reports remain unverified, the very existence of such chatter suggests that the league is bracing for a potentially seismic shift in one of its most iconic teams. Fans and pundits alike are dissecting every minor interaction, interpreting each nuance as potential confirmation of the brewing storm, and fueling an atmosphere of constant speculation. Adding to the intrigue, analysts have pointed to subtle but telling social media cues as evidence of the rumored fallout. Observers have noted gaps in Curry's usual engagement with team posts, cryptic comments, and unusual absences from team-related events. While such signals could easily be dismissed as coincidences, insiders argue that in the current environment, even minor deviations are magnified into potential indicators of internal conflict. Rumors also suggest that conversations between Kerr and the front office may have been more tense than publicly visible, with reports of closed-door meetings and strategic deliberations that some claim focus specifically on how to manage the alleged rift. Media speculation further amplifies the narrative, with every hint of tension dissected across sports networks, podcasts, and online forums, creating a feedback loop that makes it increasingly difficult to separate fact from rumor. As a result, fans are left in a state of anticipation and uncertainty, constantly reevaluating what they thought they knew about the team's internal dynamics. If these speculations turn out to be accurate, the Warriors could be on the verge of a chapter that rewrites the story of the Curry-Kerr era, leaving the entire league and its followers watching with bated breath. Finally, the emotional impact on the fan base is fueling further speculation. Sources suggest that the intensity of the rumored conflict is magnified by the deep connection fans have with both Curry and Kerr. Social media reactions reveal a mix of disbelief, anger, and sadness, with fans questioning the future of the team and whether the historic synergy that defined the Warriors' past could survive such a rift. Industry insiders claim that this emotional response is a factor in the persistence of the rumors, as media coverage and fan discussion create a heightened sense of urgency around the situation. The narrative of will he return or not is now a central theme in basketball conversations, influencing predictions, fantasy basketball discussions, and even potential trade speculation. While the situation remains unconfirmed, the intensity of the gossip underscores the fragility of team relationships in professional sports, particularly when superstar egos and coaching authority intersect. If nothing else, this speculation has created a story that is captivating, polarizing, and difficult to ignore, leaving both fans and analysts eager to see the next move in what might become one of the most dramatic internal conflicts in NBA history. Speculation about the Golden State Warriors' internal conflict has reached new heights, with insiders hinting that the tension between Steve Kerr and Stephen Curry is affecting not only the locker room, but also the overall perception of the franchise across the league. Sources suggest that teammates are walking on eggshells, unsure of how to navigate the increasingly strained relationship between the coach and the superstar guard. The rumors claim that subtle changes in practice routines, altered rotations, and whispered discussions in private meetings are all signs of a deeper, more complex disagreement that could have lasting consequences. Analysts speculate that the dynamics of leadership within the team may have shifted, with some players reportedly aligning with Curry's approach, while others remain loyal to Kerr's established philosophy. The rumor mill also points to potential strategic disagreements, suggesting that Curry's preferred style of play may clash with Kerr's vision for the team, creating an invisible tension on the court that could ripple into future games. Fans, observing every minor detail, are now dissecting each interaction, timeout exchange, and media appearance, attempting to decode the truth behind what insiders call a fractured alliance. The narrative emerging from these whispers paints a picture of a team at a crossroads, where history, loyalty, and ambition collide in unpredictable ways. Adding fuel to the speculation, sources close to the organization hint that the reported rift may have financial undertones, with discussions surrounding contract extensions, endorsements, and long-term commitments adding pressure to an already tense environment. Analysts argue that the combination of personal, professional, and financial stakes creates a volatile situation, one that could have implications far beyond the immediate season. The rumor mill suggests that discussions in private meetings have been more heated than the public realizes, with front office executives allegedly attempting to mediate between Kerr and Curry while weighing the potential consequences of each decision. Some insiders speculate that the coach may have reached a point where compromise is no longer viable, while Curry's influence, amplified by his status as one of the most iconic players in league history, makes any resolution more complicated. Observers also point to subtle signs in practice and pre-game routines, interpreting missed drills, delayed arrivals, and curt exchanges as evidence of mounting tension. The speculation paints a dramatic scenario where the Warriors, long celebrated for their cohesion and stability, could be facing an internal upheaval with reverberations across the league, leaving fans anxiously watching and analysts frantically theorizing about what comes next. Rumors continue to circulate that the alleged conflict has broader implications for team morale, potentially influencing the way players interact both on and off the court. Observers speculate that teammates are being forced to navigate a delicate balance between respecting Curry's legendary status and adhering to Kerr's authority as coach. Sources suggest that informal locker room discussions have become more politically charged, with whispers of loyalty tests and subtle power struggles shaping the internal environment. Analysts argue that even minor misunderstandings, previously negligible, could be amplified under the current tension, impacting communication, trust, and performance. The rumor mill also points to the potential effect on younger players, who are said to be observing the situation closely, learning from the publicized tension, and possibly internalizing lessons about hierarchy, influence, and negotiation within elite sports environments. Fans, ever vigilant, dissect every post-game interview, body language cue, and press conference exchange, interpreting even minor details as potential confirmation of the rumored split. If true, this internal struggle could redefine the culture of the Warriors, affecting not only immediate outcomes, but also the legacy of both Curry and Kerr in ways that could reverberate for years to come, keeping speculation alive and fueling endless debate. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Further rumors suggest that external pressures may be exacerbating the situation, with media scrutiny, fan expectations, and social media commentary adding stress to an already delicate balance. Sources hint that the spotlight on Curry, amplified by his historic achievements, creates an environment where every action is magnified and every decision scrutinized. Analysts speculate that Kerr, aware of the public attention, may feel compelled to assert his authority more strongly, while Curry, accustomed to leadership both on and off the court, may resist perceived challenges to his influence. The rumor mill also points to potential strategic considerations, such as playstyle adjustments, roster management, and game-time decisions, all of which could be influenced by the alleged tension. Observers argue that even subtle differences in approach could have ripple effects, shaping outcomes in ways that remain invisible to casual viewers but are significant to insiders. Fans and analysts alike continue to parse every signal, from curt nods to seemingly casual gestures, as evidence of a wider narrative. If the speculated discord is real, it could mark a pivotal moment in Warriors history, testing the resilience, adaptability, and leadership of one of the most celebrated teams in basketball. The ongoing speculation further suggests that potential resolutions are uncertain, with insiders divided over whether reconciliation is possible or if the situation has reached a permanent impasse. Rumors indicate that attempts at mediation may have been attempted behind closed doors, but sources hint that neither party has fully budged, leaving uncertainty about the next step. Analysts argue that the stakes are incredibly high, given Curry's iconic status and Kerr's proven coaching success, with every possible outcome carrying significant implications for both the team and the broader NBA landscape. Observers speculate that the ripple effect of the alleged rift could extend beyond the Warriors organization, influencing player movement, trade discussions, and even league-wide perceptions of leadership and management. Fans remain captivated, dissecting every interaction, post, and statement, turning speculation into a public narrative that fuels ongoing debate. The rumor has become a storyline in its own right, one that challenges assumptions about loyalty, authority, and the delicate balance between superstar influence and coaching control in professional sports. If the speculation proves accurate, the fallout could resonate far beyond a single season, leaving an indelible mark on the history of the Warriors franchise. Finally, the speculation surrounding the rumored conflict has transformed into a cultural phenomenon within the basketball world, capturing attention far beyond standard sports commentary. Social media debates, podcasts, and fan forums dissect every possibility, offering theories ranging from temporary disagreements to complete organizational restructuring. Sources close to the team hint that the emotional and psychological dimensions of the conflict are as significant as the tactical considerations, with players navigating complex interpersonal dynamics while striving to maintain focus on performance. Analysts speculate that even subtle changes in tone, decision-making, or leadership style could influence outcomes, creating a high-stakes environment where perception matters as much as reality. The narrative of Curry versus Kerr, whether fully accurate or largely speculative, has become a lens through which fans, commentators, and the broader sports community explore themes of authority, loyalty, and the pressures of elite competition. As rumors continue to swirl, the Golden State Warriors find themselves at the center of one of the most riveting stories in recent basketball history, leaving fans, insiders, and the league itself anxiously waiting for clarity, resolution, and the next dramatic twist in a saga that refuses to fade from the spotlight. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.